this episode of NWA Power, and not only because it featured the Dean Project alongside Brian Zane of Wrestling with Regret during the intro, not only because of that, although that was pretty sick, it was just a great episode that I'm gonna outline some reasons why in just a few seconds here, folks. What up, Dino-Maniacs? My name is Dan Frampton, I'm a talented artist. Over here we got Munchie the Nutcracker, he's a genius influencer, and together, we are the last real band, we are the Dean Project, and this is another review of NWA Power. This episode was really dope for two main reasons. Have you heard of a through line? A story, something that starts at the beginning, carries through to the middle, and then goes to the end. It's a through line. Storytelling. This episode had it. And it was great, and it also focused on the wrestlers. It focused on the wrestlers doing the wrestling things, whatever they were good at. If they're good at promos, it showed them doing promos. If it was good, they were good doing wrestling. They was doing wrestling. It was really good. It was a really good showcase of wrestling talent. This segment is called Dope or Nope. I'm gonna go through this show segment by segment and tell you whether if I thought it was dope or if it was nope. Think of this like Simon Miller's Ups or Downs, but only like 10% sicker. Okay? So I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna point out when the story beats happened, because I thought they were so well executed, like I was just saying when I had the guitar. So here we go. It's going to open with a story beat. Joe Galley recapping his thing with Nick Aldis and Camille. And remember, Camille and Nick Aldis have this thing going on with Tim Storm. It all ties together. Story beat. Show opens officially. You got Jim Cornette, you got Joe Galley there, they're sitting on the commentary booth. Out comes Eddie Kingston, he's in a huff, he's got the microphone, he's delivering a promo, it's impassioned, it's enraged, it's so sick, it's a dope. And I don't think I mentioned the actual opener of this was also a dope. Story beat, dope, clearly, and then Eddie Kingston thing, dope. We're off to two dopes, okay? Two dopes, folks. I loved it. Next, Marty Bell and Crystal Rose, they had a little matchup. It was a little clunky, no major botches. It was dope. Next, story beat. Story beat, even though I think a story beat is dope, I don't think this segment was dope because I hate the Dawsons. But next, Thunder Rosa, vignette. Looking so dope. Loving it. 3 dopes, 1 nope so far. The next thing, it's a story beat because we're supposed to be getting a Tim Storm interview, but instead, Aaron Stevens comes out dressed up in a little pirate outfit because he has this film coming out later on called, what is it called? Tropical Pirates. All of that's brilliant. All of that's amazing. Story beat on top of it. Super major dope. Next, Caleb Conley versus Dan Parker, a little matchup. Nothing spectacular, but you know, it was a wrestling match, so I liked it. It was dope. Next, another story beat, folks. Tim Storm interview. He's coming out. He's feeling like pretty defeated. I don't know. I can't challenge for the 10 pounds of gold anymore. I think it's just time to... No! Eli Drake comes out, and Eli Drake, boys and girls, he is potentially the future champion of this company. This guy has so much charisma. This guy has so much it factor that I can't even put my hands around it. You know what I'm talking about? This guy should be carrying the 10 pounds of gold by the time 2020 is done. Anyway, Eli Drake comes in, he's like, no Tim Storm. The Dawsons were out here earlier. They want to fight. Let's fight them. So they set up a little fight that's going to happen, and it's going to happen later on. Story beat. I loved it. It was dope. Next, we had an advertisement for invisible hair. So weird. Invisible hair. It's not bald. It's invisible. I loved it. It was dope. Next, Josephus comes out. He wants an apology. You know, he's like, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to James Storm. But then James Storm isn't the guy that comes out. No. It's Colt Cabana. I love myself some Colt Cabana. It's a dope. Next thing we have another story beat. Nick Aldis comes out. He has an interview. Not bad. Pretty good. Next thing we have another story beat. It's the matchup at the end. It is what they call the main event of a wrestling show. We had Tim Storm and we had Eli Drake versus the Dawsons. Perfect match. Tim Storm takes the pinfall. Whatever. Oh, is my career over? I'm done. Perfect ending. Nick Aldis comes out, checks on him, fade to black. Loved it. It was dope. I love this episode. Clearly, I thought it was dope. This is how how you format a wrestling show. This is how you introduce through lines to a wrestling programming. These are my final thoughts. My final thoughts. These are my final thoughts. My final thoughts about the Twilight of Tim Storm, Episode 3, NWA Power, amazing. You could apply these rules that they did to the show to a 2 or 3 hour programming if you wanted, and it would apply. You can introduce B-plots too, and sub-angles. Oh, the wrestling was great. It looks amazing. Welcome back, NWA, to the wrestling landscape. Okay. If you enjoyed that load of horse shit that I call content, remember, you can head on over to thedeanproject.bandcamp.com for all sorts of digital downloads, physical vinyl, t-shirts, and a song about Colt Cabana, who inspired the whole internet. As always, I've been Dan Frampton. This has been Munch the Nutcracker. This has been Stupid for a Reason. Thank you for watching. I like you a whole lot. You're the best. Go watch some more videos. I like you. You're great. Have an amazing day. Have a better day now that you know that you're amazing.
Enjoy the Patreon!